Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new video, recap and review of the Challenge 41. This is the finale of the Vets and New Threats, finale part one and part two, one video. Um,
Are here.
you said what?
The champs are here.
Yes, this finale, I think it was a good finale. Like overall, like I'm not finale, like it was a good final. Like
Yeah,
for them, I don't think it was boring because they've had finals that I was like, you
you're
know,
gonna tug along with it.
yeah,
I
but
will say
they went
this.
up. I think that was good.
I think a lot of the checkpoints this finale. I hate to stop it. I was kind of like a lot of the challengers. Like this stopping and starting, I didn't like that. Like I had to wait for another team, and
Oh
then
yeah.
like I get having an equalizer somewhere towards the end, maybe like the last, like they did on the first half with the stairmaster, where we had to wait. But this whole like stopping and starting, that was no bueno.
Mhm.
But just to give a rundown of the final challenge, the final four teams basically go undergo a race through the Andes Mountains with several checkpoints along the way. Uh, after completing each checkpoint, teams receive a key to unlock a chest to unlock a chest at the finish line on the summit of a mountain. The team that unlocks the chest are declared the champions of Vets and New Threats and receive $425,000. Second place receives 50,000, and third place receives 25,000. The first day had six checkpoints, starting with a river run where they have to go through a kayak. The second checkpoint was they must arrange ruins. Then they had a cube alignment, was basically a Sudoku mixed with a Rubik's cube. The fourth checkpoint was the Stairmaster. Fifth checkpoint was a stroll pond where they have to swim, grab a key, and then the first or the last challenge of the first half was the overnight section. For the first half of the final, Sydney and Turbo was basically the front runners, with Olivia and Jeremy surprisingly working well together. They were steady in second place. Um, Michaela, that's my girl, but get your body together because Michaela tripping and everything was just it was hard
She
to watch.
tripping the whole final. Yeah, that her it was her ankle.
Her
She
ankle
the whole
was
final.
so yeah.
Um, yeah, she had trouble the whole final with her ankle and all the way up to like the very end.
Yeah, it was sad. But she gave it a good fight, I will say. Theo and Adrienne, unfortunately, I mean, we kind of seen this performance with Theo all throughout, but I think in the first half,
Hold on, hold
especially,
on, hold on. Stop the. Okay, you said Theo and Adrian what?
yeah, I think Theo and Adrian, we've seen it throughout the season that Theo isn't in the best shape. But this first half of the finale, I was really disappointed in him. I'm not surprised. Like the we'll get into the thievery of it all, but just like his endurance this whole season, like him just not wanting to do anything, but yet he's thinking he's like the overall greatest player. I will say he did come in clutch with the cube, or not the cube, but the one where the ruin challenge, the second checkpoint. But
Yeah.
after that, it was pretty much Adrian taking charge, like doing
Adrian did so great. She is really great rookie. I mean, all the rookies were great as far as like
they were leading the pack.
physicality. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
they
amazing.
were prepared. They knew what they was coming. Well, they knew for the most part what they were coming into, and they prepared. These vets are starting to get complacent, and they weren't ready. So I was a little disappointed.
But
Um,
like throughout the whole final, like the rookies are doing good. And I think this challenge was not a great challenge for Theo. It was not. Like he's gonna have to come back for another challenge and like change the perception of him because like even down to the very end, Sydney was like, no, Theo's not gonna do it. Maybe Adrian, but Theo ain't gonna be able to do it. So I was like, he need a do over because this challenge was not his challenge.
it really wasn't. So we get to the second day. TJ lets them know they can stake a claim. Nobody decides to. Michaela even said, like, look here, if you wanna take a claim, I don't even blame you because I can give you what I can give you, but this ankle, look
Yeah,
here.
yeah, she
But
was worried that she'd be holding him back. So yeah, I don't think she would have been mad if he took a claim, but staked the claim. But when Theo was talking in the confessional, talking he might try to steal Olivia, I was like, no, leave
Olivia was like, I love you, but you stay over there. But
exactly. So I'm
I
glad.
think definitely think the outcome would have been way different if that happened.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
glad he did not take a claim. But also, I'm really glad that Will was not Olivia's partner in this.
I think
This was a really tough final. And while I was watching it, I was like, he would have probably not been a great partner to her
he
throughout
probably
the
would have been leaving
final.
her behind. He
Yeah.
probably would have just been like dragging her literally.
He would have
Like,
been frustrated just because he frustrated and take it out on her. They wouldn't have been able to win. Uh,
yeah, he would have probably been yelling and berating her while they walking up, and yeah.
yeah. So it was a blessing for her that he was not her partner.
Yeah. Day two, TJ, well, at the end of day one, TJ lets them know to keep their rope. We see once again, Cedric says that he, left his, well, backtrack a little bit. We also get the return of a overnight challenge, essentially, where they have to stay up based off the how long they finish. So Turbo and Sydney have to stay up for 6 hours, rotating between the two of them. Then seven, eight, nine. Well, no, seven, eight, and then Theo and Adrian, since they came in last place, would have to go all night. So Cedric says he went out to go by the fire, left his rope out, and then when he came back, the rope was gone. We see in the confessional, Theo once again was like, "Hey, I found this rope. I don't know if it's theirs or ours, but I'm taking it." And I'm just like,
So what
"Sir,
happened to his rope? Why?
yeah,
What happened to their rope?
yeah." And I feel like I get it. It's the final. You don't want to say anything because you know how important having the rope was or alluded to. But I feel like production is going to have to start like interfering at some
Yeah, I
point.
feel like yeah, I think that's not fair. Production should say something or do something, but I guess it's like they also told them to keep track of their stuff.
Yeah,
So if you set it down, you shouldn't have set it down type of thing. So I guess that's what the point is.
yeah. I mean, I get that, but it go back to the eating challenge. Like, if you're seeing something happen, like at some point you got to like just intervene. Like, even if you could have still gave them a penalty, but also because Theo stole their rope, possibly they also deserve a penalty
Yeah.
because technically they both
But
lost their
did he
rope.
realize it at the time or is he realizing it in confessional? So we don't know if they like
Theo,
showed them the video of it.
I think Theo knew that he
You
took that
think no, I
rope.
don't know. I don't think he was trying
Theo
to
doesn't do anything. Come on now, Theo doesn't do anything by accident.
I
That
don't
man
think
probably
that.
went to the because especially since they were outside all night, like
Yeah.
they would have seen that rope. They would have seen Cedric lead that rope.
I don't know. I just don't think he gonna. I would hope. I don't know, but I don't think he purposely sabotaged them. And why them specifically?
I don't think he was trying to sabotage them, but he needed a rope and was like, "I'm gonna just take it."
Yeah,
And then in turn, he probably thought nothing was going to happen because it's just a rope.
yeah.
But then in turn, sabotage them because. But yeah, this part of the day, the final. This part of the final, we get two checkpoints where basically uh, the team must answer four biographical questions about their partner. The answer corresponds to a four-digit code that unlocks their Bakken key. With each incorrect attempt, they must collect an envelope with the respective question from the bottom of the crater before they can change their answer. And then the second one was basically Connect Four, even though they kept saying that. I hate when I guess is Connect Four trademarked
I'm sure. Yeah.
because they did not want to say we're playing Connect Four. They kept
What do they
saying
call it?
They was like, "Oh, we played this game at home. Oh, I played this game before."
Oh
It
yeah.
never said like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
Connect Four is I'm sure a trademark game name. So
yeah."
yeah.
But I think in this half is where I really started to root for Jeremy and Olivia. I think this is where it won me over, and I was like, I see the partnership. I see how I don't know. I just feel like they were deserving, but we also see Turbo. I didn't like that Turbo when he started to get higher up. They basically was like, "I stayed up all night. My body is tired." Like Sydney asked you, "Did you want to come in?" Like I didn't like the fact that he was trying to once again make excuses. Like she said, there's no excuses except for him.
And
That is
Turbo,
acceptable.
you know, challenge Turbo was like making excuses for stuff. Like the reason why he not all the people that he fell out with was mostly his fault.
Yeah,
Like him falling out with CT is because you randomly decided to come at CT and blame him. And then you're like, CT came at me. No, no, but CT didn't do that. Even think nobody actually came for Turbo. He
yeah,
was always inserting himself and stuff, and then you was like, F them, blah blah blah. And
yeah.
they didn't do anything. And then this whole final, he was very
Didn't
arrogant
want to do
while
anything.
not doing it, huh?
Was didn't want to do anything, but try to take the credit for everything.
Yeah. So I like don't really like Sydney's attitude, but she did everything this fight.
Yeah,
And then when again, Theo was terrible this final, but when he comes up to the water thing, he's wrong for like not wanting to do the water. But Turbo, you need to be quiet because it's not like he didn't do it. His reason, like Sydney saying, Turbo doesn't like the code. Is that a reason?
yeah. Talk about he didn't have a choice. His partner didn't let him. Even if your partner did let you, you wasn't gonna do it. Like,
Yeah. So I'm with Theo. Turbo, what are you talking about?
yeah,
Yes, Theo should have did it as well. But Turbo also can't be the one to what they say, right message, wrong messenger. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody was talking, Michaela. Everybody is talking that didn't get in the water. I was like, what are y'all talking about?
yeah.
Well,
I will
that
say
was
for a
annoying.
moment, I do appreciate Olivia. Being like, "I'll keep you warm." Well, one, I don't like the fact that she at first tried to take Theo's side and force Adrian into the water. It was like basically, I'll keep you warm. I'll stay up with you. Da 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 da. If you go in, and then that's when she switched over. Was like Theo go, and then again, Theo just didn't make a good case for himself this season. Like he just showed
And
to
this
be
season was, yeah.
a bad communicator, a bad partner, very arrogant and like selfish.
Yeah, yeah. And also, they're first of all, I think the title of vet is, the title has changed, right? For
Yeah.
vet because that Michaela's considered a vet and she's only done like 2 seasons. Okay. But she's only done 2 seasons and they're acting like Cindy was like the vets are washed up, the vets are this. How old do you, how old is Michaela compared to Cindy compared to Cedric compared? You know what I mean? Like these people
Yeah.
are not your elders. Like what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Now it'd be one thing if you're talking about like CT, Bananas,
Yeah,
Johnny, people who done this for 16 plus years. Like Michaela, literally, like you said, only did 3 seasons. Like she's barely a by herself.
yeah. So like they're probably the same age, and I don't know. They're using the vet. So that's why it gets sticky when they use the vet term and they add new people because it's just like you're vet, you're washed up, and it's like I started last year. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is even the vets take on that as well? Because Michaela's like, Cedric gonna have to do it. This old lady needs to sit out. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. But as we get through day two, Jeremy and Olivia ends up in fourth place because they cannot beat anybody in Connect Four. So Turbo and Sydney are in first place. Then it's Adrian and Theo, and then Michaela, Cedric, and then Olivia and Jeremy with a 10-minute penalty for coming in last. However, Jeremy and Olivia are able to bypass both second and third place. So they eventually end up in second. Adrian body starts to give out, so she basically like, I'm ready to quit. And it got to the point where they were so far behind third, producers was even like, y'all gave it a good chance. Like,
Yeah, it was like no,
give
you.
it up.
Yeah, they was basically like you won't be making it. Just stop.
Like, sorry, but
I mean, but I appreciate that. If you think I don't have, don't let me waste my time.
yeah.
Like, don't let me waste my time. Like, so
And
yeah.
then this was the reason why I say I think this part of the finale really showed like why, for the most part, everybody except I think Theo and Turbo deserve to be in this finale for the most part.
Hmm. I
Jeremy
think
a little questionable. He's trying to make it seem like he had this like uphill battle, but sir, you're pretty much guaranteed to make the final regardless.
cool.
But Jeremy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was like, "Oh, I tasted the sand barely." Like,
Yeah. Nobody really
so
went out in the sand. Theo and Adrian, I said they deserve to make it in the sense of they did that
they put
final.
in the work for
I
it.
mean, not
Yeah,
the final. Yeah, they did the elimination so many times, so many times, so many times. But
yeah. They
Theo
fought for their
had the
spot.
worst performance during this final, and
Mhm.
Turbo attitude was terrible during this final, like or his perception of I don't
Who
even
he
know
is? Yeah,
what
it
he
was
did.
something was warped in his logic,
Yeah, like he
but
thought he did some that.
uh, just starting with fourth place. To finish out, again, like I said, Theo definitely didn't deserve to be in this final. He really, from the first half, he was just performing poorly, and then once they became like the house target, he started to clock in for the eliminations. But again, he wasn't really contributing to the team. Basically, Adrian really, I think, deserved to be in the final, because she's contributing, and she was like, I even when we did our our initial thoughts, I thought Adrian, because she came from Love at First Sight, I was like, she's definitely about to be first out. She almost was first out, but she fought and got to
Adrian
fourth
was
place.
brave. She was
Like,
a
I think
brave
she is the MVP of this season. Um, so we get to third place, which is Cedric and Michaela. Michaela once again falls, and this time they have to get the medic. She was like, "Yeah, I don't care what y'all say. Get me. I'm getting up. I'm going up this mountain to save
third
my
place
marriage."
gets money too. What was the monetary for third
50,
place?
the 25,000.
25,000. So you get something. So
Yeah, she's like, I'm going up this hill to save my marriage. She's like,
mhm.
get these doctors away from me. She's like, he's like, no, Michaela, we got to, no, no, no. I'm going up this one. So I do appreciate Michaela in that aspect where she's like, the only thing that's really stopping me is my body. And, at this point, I'm not wasting my time. Like, I'm going up this mountain. Even if it's for third, I'm going across that finish line. So when it comes to Michaela and Cedric, I do think they deserve to be in this final. I think they have the smartest and smoothest game.
Yeah,
Um,
they
they
did. They played a great
they
game.
played the game, I think, the best this season.
Yeah,
When it comes to like political moves, for the
and
most part, they had
people,
a social game, but at the end of it, because it was so small, cards started to show, and like they
but
got each other. But I don't even think that was really.
I don't think that was even a real thing. People were trying to make an excuse to be upset with them because Cedric
Yeah,
didn't do anything to anybody. Like
yeah,
and Jeremy was like he's a snake, but he didn't do anything. So I don't think, and I think his reputation will be just fine next time he comes. No, because he didn't. There was nothing people could really pinpoint. You
yeah.
all my friends. I'm also trying to beat you. What are we talking about? So
So
I
we
think they did
get.
great.
Yeah, I think so too. I did really want them to win, but I think after the final, I think the final really put in perspective, kind of like you take the whole season for all, but I do really think the final does matter. And I think those final moments start to really just push people out, a little bit more. Like, again, I think overall, I think they should have won. But in this particular final, I definitely think they got the right placement. And
Mm,
plus, Michaela was injured. So hopefully, if we do see her again, baby girl, be prepared. Like,
Yeah.
start bulking up, get some weight on those ankles. Like, do
No.
something because I don't need you to roll your ankle 5 times the next season either.
Yeah.
Um, but we get to second and first. We see Sydney and Turbo. They're nowhere to be seen until Olivia and Jeremy finally catches up to them because Turbo want to take his time and take breaks, and they pass them. So
Mhm.
our second place team is Turbo and Sydney. Like I said, I don't think Turbo should have made it to the final. I don't think he deserved a win if he did win. Although I don't like Sydney, although I think there's a difference between cocky and arrogance, and she was more so
No, it's the same.
no. What's the saying?
Confident, like
Yeah,
confidence.
confident and arrogance. Like there's a difference between the two, and she was on the arrogant side.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, she showed why she's arrogant, and I
Yeah,
do
she's
think that
great. But yeah,
she
she's great.
is
But you can still be a tolerant
help
person.
yourself a little bit, like just
Yeah.
a little bit. I think I was watching the Zach podcast and they was comparing her to Jordan, like how like physically, like if she make this her like her life that she would be getting back to back championships. So I do think she's like the next generation strong female competitor, like the Laurels, like the Tories.
I'm about
So
to say I heard people compare her to Laurel in the way
yeah,
they like their attitude to the
yeah. So I
challenges.
do
Like
think she is like the next big
they're-
threat of female competitors, like the Caras, like the Lauras, like the
I would like to see
Tories.
her.
I
Okay.
want to see her go against Tori.
Yeah, I'm about to say I want an individual challenge. I don't want I would like a regular individual challenge. Vets, new threats, all in the house, and no classification of vet or threat or new threat.
Yeah,
I want
I just want an
individual
individual game and
because
see
I
like
think in an individual game,
you really see where people stack up at.
yeah, and how they social game works. And I don't know because the way she
Comes
interacts with people in
across.
her
Yeah,
social game might not get her through. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's how it was somebody else. That's kind of how Michaela was the first. Not that she was arrogant like that, but because she didn't have a social game, she was
hmm
not able to move forward. Even though we were all, me and you were like, Michaela's so strong, blah blah. But Michaela did not have a social game, so it didn't matter if she was strong, and
yeah,
that could possibly be the same thing with Sydney if she got into a more individual game where that will be a factor.
yeah. Um, so we get our champions. Jeremy and Olivia
Yeah.
are the winners of season 41, Vets and New Threats. We have two new champions, two one-time champs. We have a champion who won while pregnant, doing this about I think she said like 7 weeks. She was 7 weeks pregnant doing this. So the fact that one she didn't give up at all, the fact that she pushed her body to this, like the streams that she did, really shows her. And I think also it's a full circle moment because Olivia is the only Love Island winner too, and
Mhm.
then she really integrated into the game. One, two, I think she really messed up in season 39, which put like a little stank on her, kind of like how
But
Tori had.
that whole season was
Yeah, kind of
not,
how like Tori had that dark period where it was like, ew, what's going on? That's kind
yeah.
of how Olivia was, but she turned it around again. And I feel like if you look at her rookie season, how she was kind of where Adrian was, she was put into elimination after elimination after elimination, got to the final and DQ'd because she hurt her face. And now you see her this season
Actually,
actually winning, and then you got to think about it. She's only done 3 seasons. This is her fourth season. I think this is the
she
probably
became
not the
a
fastest,
winner in
but
4 seasons. That's crazy. I
four
mean,
seasons.
oh yeah, but that's crazy.
Think about it.
I'm
She took
glad.
no breaks either.
Huh?
I don't think she took any breaks. Right? She did 4 consecutive seasons.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I don't remember.
She was on 40. She was on 39, and she came in at 38. Yep, she did four
Okay.
consecutive seasons.
Yeah, I like Olivia. So I like her
Yeah,
a lot.
So
And
I do think
39 maybe
she,
not kind of like Olivia, but I'm back on the train.
yeah, I'm back on the train. Like this is a good performance, and I'm very happy that she is a challenge champ now. Like
Yeah.
she is a champ. And then we have Yermi, who is the first Amazing Race player to win.
Oh, is he? I didn't even know what show he was from. He's
Yeah,
from Amazing Race US.
yep, he's from Amazing Race 35.
Oh, did I see that season? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that season. Um, Jeremy, I think had a similar like trajectory, kind of like Turbo. This was his one. He came in and won right away, and he was like super strong the whole time. So I'm happy for Jeremy. Um, so I
Like I
would
said,
like to
I
see
do
him.
think that he was exaggerating on his upload battle. I don't think he had it the hardest compared to again
He did
Olivia,
have the
who was
hardest.
like literally house enemy number one. Then she kind of got like not necessarily lost, but they
And
had
he was
other
part of the big
priorities.
alliance for the majority of the show.
Yeah, he was protected. So like I said, like you put in the work, but also you kind of didn't have an actual
Yeah,
uphill
yeah,
battle. You just had to get rid of your competitors. Um,
yeah,
so I do want to see he's another one I want to see in the individual game. Him and Sydney, I'll be interested to see how they stack up in individuals. Because
yeah.
either they will be
When the
first
main
out, not
competitors.
necessarily. Yeah, they will either be first out, not necessarily first out in the sense of number one, but quickly the target because they're so strong. So they will probably be going in more eliminations. But also, I feel like Jeremy has a better social game, so he might be there. But yeah, if it's an individual game, I think people will target him first for sure.
Yeah, his game I think will depend on who is invited to the season. If
Yeah,
it's not more of the younger people, but if you get a CT, Jordan, Devin, it's kind of over. They're gonna get him out
yeah,
because you know what I mean. Like those are people that's gonna be immediately, especially like Jordan or if Wes was there, which I don't think Wes is coming back. But
yeah,
let's say he did come back for something, Wes gonna be like, yeah, we got to get that guy out of here, you know, or Devin. So
yeah,
I think Jeremy game is kind of similar to like the Horacio situation. They know he's good, so they're gonna target him.
yeah. But if Horacio was on this season, I just feel like this could have been hit. If him and Olivia would have been partners
Like
again
a
and won
redo.
this, yes, I would have been. That would have been karmic. Like, that would have been the wrap of a good season. But overall, I do think this is the better season out of the last three that we had. That we
Yeah.
talked about, Ride or Dies, Battle for, especially Battle for a New Champion, and Battle of the Errors. I do
Who
think
won Battle
this
for the
is
New Champion?
Emmanuel.
That was 40?
That was 39.
Okay, what was 40?
40 was Jenny. Jenny. It was that three. The two. It was Jenny, Rachel, and
Oh, I see. I really don't even remember.
I
Yes, okay. I remember it now.
forgot
Okay,
who won
yeah, this was better.
Jordan.
Out of the past three seasons, yes, 41 was it had better showing for the rookies. The final was better. Yeah, I
The
will say.
story was better. The storylines, for the most part, was better. It was just like this was closer to why I fell in love with the challenge. Like it was a nice mix of drama, nice mix of romance. The dailies, for the most part, were like good. So hopefully they keep in this trajectory and like make it better. Do the right calls. Take your time with giving out these invitations. I do want to see a good chunk because all of these rookies are now considered vets, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but because of the way the show works, they're all considered vets now. I do want to see a good chunk of them come back next season.
Yes,
That's
they
not
need
all of them,
employee
honestly.
retention. They because like they need to keep
If,
the
if,
people.
honestly, I wouldn't mind them bringing back this entire cast, minus I probably will swap out half of the vets for other people.
Mm, okay.
Like I would want to see Jordan. I would want to see Tori in this mix. I would want to see
I want to
uh
see Devin.
Corey come back. I want to see Horacio. I want to see Nariz. I want to see some of those people come back.
Mhm.
Um,
I want to see Justine.
Definitely want to see Justine. I want them to even bring out some of the under people that hasn't played in a while because it was nice seeing. Well, I wouldn't say it was nice seeing Ashley again, but like the Ashleys who hasn't played in a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, it was nice seeing Rogan. Well, not Rogan, no. But like those people like that you like. I wouldn't mind seeing Kyle again.
Oh yeah.
Like some of those people.
But overall, this was a good season. It definitely was a good final. I think
The right people
again, I
deserve. I
can't
think the right people won that should have won.
yeah, they did great. So I don't have any like points of contention about the winners. You know, and sometimes everybody's like,
Yeah.
but this happened, they don't deserve. No, I think the winners deserved
The
it.
last couple of seasons has been a little that's a little questionable, but this season it makes sense. And
Yeah.
I'm all for a win that makes sense.
I'm all for a win, it makes sense. Yeah, so it was good. But they're doing a reunion, so they are doing a reunion. So I can't wait to see the reunion, see what's happening there and what people actually got to talk about or be like be upset with each other about. So
Yeah.
we'll see how the reunion go. We haven't had a reunion, I feel like, in a minute.
We had one last season.
Did we? I didn't watch like I, last season is wiped from my brain. I told you. Like I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
Season 40 and 39, I don't remember it. And I would say I watched it.
So we won't recover the reunion, of course, but we do have some other videos coming out, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, check out the other videos on our channel.
Yeah.
Outside of our challenge videos, we do rewatches and recaps. Well, we mainly do rewatches, but I was about to say rewatches and reviews, but check it out. We have some good stuff there. A lot of 90s nostalgia. So, and we got some other stuff coming up the pipeline too. So check us out.
Yep, check us out. But thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this final and let us know what you thought of the winners. And we will see you on our next video. Peace.